Welcome to Spit Bucket, and this week, welcome to my favourite seafood restaurant in Brisbane. It is an institution. It is Gambaro's, and with me today, I've got Donny Gambaro. Welcome along, and welcome to Spit Bucket, mate.
Welcome, Ryan. Welcome.
Mate, tell us a little bit about Gambaro's.
Gambaro's is the oldest established restaurant in Brisbane, Queensland, and stuffed it.
Possibly Australia.
Yeah, possibly Australia. I don't know. We'd have to go through the record books to establish that one. But Dad, 57 years ago, started the first Gambaro's with his father and his uncle and his brother. A little fish and chip shop located directly across the road from where we're sitting today.
Not well.
That then proceeded to the first Gambaro's seafood restaurant, which was 32 years ago. And today we're in this building, which is 30 years next year.
Oh, mate, this is, you know, for a Brisbane lad growing up, this is almost an initiation. Is for the first time you come to Gambaro's. The first girlfriend, I remember I brought my first, actually my wife, Angela, here to Gambaro's.
Did you get lucky?
Not really. Actually, I got picked up outside by the police because we were driving a Datsun 1000 without any seat belts, and actually the seats weren't actually bolted into the car either. But beyond that, we had a great night, and I think that, you know, there's so many of you out there will know this place, and it has just got better and better and better over the years, both in the quality of the seafood and the magnificent bar at the front, which is, if you're on the way to Lang Park or Suncorp Stadium, pop in here before you head there, because it is pumping. It's a great night out. Seafood. Tell us about what is it that makes great seafood?
Quality and freshness is about as simple as it gets. And in Queensland we have the best seafood that Australia has to offer. Our Marlborough prawns, our Queensland mud crabs. As long as it's fresh and put straight on your plate, I don't think you can go wrong.
Need too much more. Matching wines and seafood isn't that difficult, but people get confused because there is absolutely a plethora of options out there. So what Donny's done today is pick 3 wines that are readily available, that are absolutely bulletproof when it comes to seafood.
Yeah, these wines, if a customer comes in, they see our extensive wine list and they go, what do we order? These 3 wines I know I can go and recommend to a customer, and I know that they'll enjoy those wines with our food, and they'll walk out with a great experience.
So what we're going to do today is match some brilliant Gambaro Queensland seafood with 3 of those wines. So Donny, what have we got here in terms of wine and in terms of food?
Okay, in terms of the wine, today we've chosen the Vasse Felix Sauvignon Blanc Semillon. It's a 2010 from Margaret River. The Shaw and Smith 2010.
It's a classic wine, isn't it?
From the Adelaide Hills. And the Cloudy Bay 2008 Chardonnay, obviously from Marlborough in New Zealand. So
we've gone we've crossed the continent and down into New Zealand in relation to the wines. In regards to food, we've stuck with Queensland seafood?
Yes, we have. We've got obviously Tasmanian oysters here with the salmon roe, Queensland Marlborough prawns, Tasmanian smoked salmon, Wallis Bay Sydney Rock oysters, Queensland scallops with shaved otaga, which is a mullet roe, onion jam, and pancetta.
Beautiful. Okay, we're going to start with the warm dish with the scallops. Just you take a punt. Which one of these 3 wines do you believe will work best with the scallops?
I'm going to actually go straight to the Cloudy Bay Chardonnay. We'll see how the mixture of flavours actually combines with the heavier Chardonnay, I think, Rob.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we'll take a scallop first. Take a scallop first. Then we're just going to match a bit of wine with each one. Yep.
So we get the whole flavours. There you go. That half is yours.
Beautiful.
I'll put that on there for you.
Yeah, how good a winery is Cloudy Bay?
They're just consistently good in all they do. They're Sauv, they're Pinot Gris, and this Chardonnay is just an exceptional full body chard.
It's clean. It's also crisp, and you've nailed it.
I think I did.
You've nailed that.
I think you could drink that bottle quite quickly with these scallops.
Absolutely nailed it. Because it complements the richness. The richness of the wine and the scallops just work so beautifully together.
Yeah, the onion, a little slight onion, the saltiness of the pancetta. I reckon we got that one.
Well done.
Cheers.
Well done on that one.
Cheers, that one.
Okay, so let's move on to some oysters.
Oysters. What do you want to do? Oysters with salmon roe or just straight up natural?
We'll do a couple of naturals first, and then we'll do a couple of salmon roes. Now you pick it. Which one do you think is going to go best?
Oh, okay. Which one's going to go best with this one? Well, I reckon we're just going to go straight up natural oysters. I think we've got to try to give this Vasse, the Sauvignon Blanc Semillon. See if,
because it's got a touch of citrus in there, which I think will lift this.
Yeah, I don't think you don't like lemon on your oysters, do you? You just go straight up natural. Or?
I just go straight up natural.
Yeah, so do I. So let's just give it a go.
But you're more than welcome to use a fork, but seriously.
It is forks and forks.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Yeah, that works.
Creaminess of the oyster.
And that cuts that but it cuts through that creaminess too.
Yeah.
It stands. It doesn't get lost. It stands as its own wine, as its own unique style.
You're actually getting the characteristic of that wine.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so we've got the oysters with roe.
Oysters with roe. What are we going to do with this one?
Yeah, to me, that
works.
that's a match made in heaven,
It's very smooth and very silk.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That is.
The saltiness of that salmon roe, the creaminess of the oyster, and the freshness of the Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay, well let's finish with the Chardonnay.
Okay.
And that, one more. Nothing like sleeping oysters, really. Actually, that surprised
That
me.
works
That's not
too.
too bad.
Yeah, I think
That surprised me.
I think you can come to Gambaro's and get the fresh seafood and choose 3 of these wines, and you wouldn't.
You won't be, yeah, absolutely.
You wouldn't have a problem.
I mean, none of them are out of place. I'm stunned at that Cloudy Bay Chardonnay.
I actually think that wins.
I agree with you. Okay, back to this.
Okay,
Fresh
prawns
seafood.
and salmon.
Okay.
Smoked.
What's your pick on this one?
Oh, let's have a go. What do we got? We got a little bit of saltiness of the prawn and the salmon. I think, I don't know, after that salmon roe, I think I could keep leaning towards that Cloudy Bay Chard.
Well, I'd say it's going to be between the Cloudy Bay and the
and the
Shaw and
Smith,
Smith, but let's find out.
We need to get a Shaw and Smith winner, I think.
I do, because we filmed Michael Hill Smith a couple of weeks ago, so I'm backing for you, Michael.
To the Sav.
That works well with prawns.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it works better with the prawn than it does with the salmon. But it's
The smokiness of the salmon's not working with it.
no, I think it's just a little bit of struggle there. But with the fresh prawns, it is just you just want a bucket of prawns and a couple of bottles of that on a hot summer's day.
It's amazing how life is so simple, isn't it?
It is in a jacuzzi with. So no, actually no,
We're married.
just
I'm a married man.
just
but
the
those
short-
days
so,
are-
actually, so am I. But that's exactly what you
I
want.
think the jacuzzi would be with the French champagne. I don't know.
Okay, so we go with the
Cloudy Bay Chard.
Cloudy Bay Chardonnay. Well, now if this stands up to this, I'd be if it wins this segment, I'm telling you, it's our overall winner.
Yeah, it's a very underrated wine, this one.
It's certainly not as good with the prawns as the Sean Smith.
I think I got a lot more of the oakiness out of the flavour of this chard than any of the other dishes that we've tried.
Yeah, absolutely. But with the salmon, I'm thinking that
It's a winner again.
it's a winner again with the salmon. Across the board, your Cloudy Bay Chardonnay has probably been your most consistent performer across all
Everything
dishes.
except the natural oysters.
Exactly right.
So yeah, it's definitely the Mr. Consistency.
Consistency of seafood. To our people out there at Spitbucket, can honestly say, one, come to Gambaro's. You'll absolutely have a magnificent time. Ask for Donny or his brother Johnny. Have a look through the cellars. Go out, get the best, the freshest seafood we have here in Queensland. When it comes to wine, you really can't go wrong.
Simple as that. You can't
Keep
go
it
wrong.
simple. For your natural dishes, for your fresh dishes, your Vasse Felix, your Sean Smith Sauvignon Blanc. But if for your scallops, anything that's a little bit cooked, a little bit
Everything with a little
strongly
bit added
flavoured,
flavour, yeah.
strongly flavoured, your Cloudy Bay Chardonnay. Remember those three wines, you can't go wrong.
You'll enjoy your evening.
Absolutely, enjoy your evening. And remember, we spit so you don't have to. Thank you very much, Donny.
Nice to see you, man.
Cheers.